Imagine being able to make a man think about you all day. Without sending hundreds of messages. Without trying too hard. And without chasing perfection. Just 3 simple words, spoken with the right feeling, at the right time, in the right way, can make the difference between being easily forgotten or leaving a deep and lasting impression in his mind. This isn't a cheap trick. It's not a line from a romantic comedy. What you're about to understand is how attraction really works, on a deeper psychological level. The renowned psychologist Carl Jung once said that the connections which change us the most are not born of logic, but of emotion and symbolism. What draws you in is not what you see, it's what that image awakens in your unconscious mind. The same is true for human interaction, especially romantic ones. If you know how to touch someone's unconscious mind, you create a connection far more powerful than any surface-level charm. Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." So why not learn to speak directly to a man's unconscious mind, from the very first moment? Most women start conversations with safe, polite greetings like, "Hi, how are you?" or "How's your day going?" There's nothing wrong with these. But they don't create emotion. They don't spark curiosity. They don't paint a picture in his mind. And when there's no emotion, there's no memory. The mind doesn't record words, it records feelings. So it's not that you're boring or forgettable. It's just that you haven't been using the right tools. But that can change, starting now. Because when you learn how to use the right words in the right way, you don't just get his attention, you trigger something inside him. Something he can't quite explain, but also can't ignore. And that's when you start living in his mind, even when you're not there. The 3 words I want you to remember are, you and me. They might sound simple, but that's their strength. They're not just words, they're a mental image, a symbol of connection. When you say, you and me, you're planting a seed. You're projecting a moment where you and he are already linked, already sharing something meaningful. You're not asking, you're inviting. You're not seeking permission, you're suggesting. Say, you and me should get coffee this Saturday. You're not just asking if he's free. You're creating a vision. You're sketching a scene where the two of you already exist together. That's what makes it so powerful. You're showing initiative, confidence, and emotional depth. Imagine walking into a cafe and seeing the man you're interested in. Most women would say something safe like, "Are you waiting for someone?" Or, "Is this seat taken?" Polite, but forgettable. Now imagine giving him a warm smile and saying, "You and I need to settle something. Is the coffee here actually good? Or just pretending to be?" That small change changes everything. It grabs his attention. It interrupts his routine. It creates a moment. When you create a moment, you create a memory. And once he starts remembering you, everything else changes. You and me isn't just a phrase, it's a spark. It's a suggestion. It's an invitation that speaks directly to his emotional instincts. This idea isn't limited to romantic situations. It works in friendships, at work, and even with family. Instead of saying, "We should figure this out," say, "You and me can figure this out fast." That shift creates connection, trust, and a sense of unity. But for it to work, you must use it with intention. Don't repeat it robotically. Don't overuse it. Use it at the right moment, with the right energy. Speak it with confidence. Look him in the eye. Smile gently. Speak like you already know your worth. And above all, don't seek validation. Don't wait for his reaction like you're waiting for a reward. Say it, then let it go. Let the words linger in his mind. Say them naturally, once or twice, no more. Let mystery do the rest. If he doesn't react immediately, don't worry. That seed you planted, it's already growing. Your body language matters just as much. If your posture is closed off, your voice shaky, or your gaze uncertain, the message loses strength. But if your tone is calm, your presence relaxed, your eye contact steady, your message lands not just in his ears, but deep in his unconscious mind. You and me only works if your whole energy supports it. That means confidence, not arrogance, warmth, not pressure, belonging, not desperation. This simple phrase has the power to create emotional momentum. But it only works when it feels natural, when it fits the flow of conversation, and when you believe it. It's not about manipulation, it's about connection. Think about saying to a friend, You and me are way overdue for a real conversation. That's more than small talk. It's a personal invitation. It feels real. It builds closeness. The reason this works so well is because all of us, deep down, want to be seen. We want to feel like we matter to someone. And when you say, you and me, with authenticity, you offer that feeling. You create emotional presence. Carl Jung believed that the things which change us most are not what we think, they're what we feel in relation to others. That's what you and me does. It opens a space where something meaningful can take root. When you start using this phrase with ease, with intention, and with self-awareness, you'll notice people respond differently. You'll notice your conversations become richer, your presence more magnetic, and your confidence more natural. Because in the end, what makes you unforgettable isn't what you say, it's how you make others feel when you say it. Words only have power when spoken with awareness. And you and me isn't a trick or a tactic. It's an emotional invitation, a gesture, a message, a spark. When spoken with the right energy, it can shift the tone of an interaction, the direction of a connection, and sometimes, even the course of a life. So don't just keep this idea in your head. Try it. Use you and me with intelligence, with charm, and with timing. Watch how the atmosphere changes, how people respond, how your confidence grows. Because in attraction, and in life, the most powerful invitations are the ones that feel effortless. And now it's your turn. So now, you understand the deeper psychology behind just 3 words. You see how connection isn't about being the loudest or the most perfect, but about being intentional, emotional, and present. The phrase, you and me, may be simple, but when used consciously, it becomes a doorway to real connection. Not just romantic attraction, but authentic human moments that stay with people long after the words are spoken. If this message resonated with you, if you're ready to stop chasing attention and start creating meaningful emotional impact, then take a deep breath. Trust your presence, and start using your words with purpose. And if you'd like to dive deeper into the psychology of human connection, communication, and attraction, this is just the beginning. Subscribe to Psychology for more insights that empower you to understand yourself and others on a whole new level. Like this video if you found it helpful, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the tools that help you become more confident, intentional, and emotionally magnetic. Let's keep growing together. You and me. See you in the next video.